Hello everyone, I'm going to be reviewing Saw 5. It's directed by David Heckle, produced by Greg Hoffman, um, Orion Coles, Mark Berg, screenplay by Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan, starring Tobin Bell, Costin Mandalore, Scott Patterson, Beastly Russell, Mark Rolston, Julia Benton, Carlio Rotter, and Megan Good. Music by Charlie Closer. Cinematography from David A. Armstrong. Edited by Kevin Gruter. Production companies from Twisted Pictures and distributed by Lionsgate. Released October 24th, 2008 in the United States. Runs for 92 minutes. The budget for this movie was $10.8 million and they got $113.9 million. The plot: convinced murderer Seth Baxter wakes up in a chain to a table beneath a pendulum, a blade. A videotape informs him that he can release himself by crushing his hands between two presses. He does so, but the blades still swing down and biscuits him as someone watches through a hole in the wall. In the present, following the events of Saw 4, FBI agent Peter Strahan escapes from the room he was locked in by Detective Mark Hoffman. He is then attacked by a figure in a pig mask and wakes up with his head sealed in a box quickly filled with water. Outside, Hoffman delivers Corbett, the kidnapped daughter of Jeff Dillion, to the police and claims that they are only survivors. Strahan has survived the trap by performing a tetragrammetry with his pen, is brought out alive. Well, much to Hoffman's shock. Cast: Tobin Bell is, of course, the one and only John Kramer. Costas Mandalore is Detective Mark Hoffman. Scott Patterson is Agent Peter Strahan. Betsy Russell is Jill Tuck. Julia Bent is Britt. Megan Good is Lubia Gibbs. Mark Rolston is Agent Dan Eckerson. Carlia Rotter is Charles. Greg Brack, I don't even know how to say that, is Malek. Laura Gordon is Ashley. Joris Jang is Seth Baxter. Mike Butters is Paul Letty. Al Spanzer is Chief of Police. Mike Rebler is Detective Fisk. Jeff Poltill is Bernie, and more. Production: Saw 5 was written by Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan. The film went into production after Christmas 2007. Principal photography took place in March 17th to March 28th, 2008 in Toronto. By mid-July 2008, there has been 3 photos released of David Heckle at the set of Saw 5. The first trailer depicting Agent Strahan's box trap was released at Comic-Con 2008 as a short clip, and the trailer was shown before the X-Files I Want to Believe. The website opened on August 6, 2008. On September 17, 2008, a new clip was available on the Saw 5 website depicting the pendulum trap. Yeah. The film was released in Australia on October 23rd, 2008, in North America and United Kingdom on October 24th, 2008, and in New Zealand, thank you for putting New Zealand in there, in October 30th, 2008. Box office: in its opening weekend, Saw 5 grossed $30 million in 3,600 theatres in the United States and Canada, ranking number 2 at the box office behind High School Musical 3 senior year. It grossed $56 million in the United States and Canada, and additional $57 million in other markets, for a worldwide total of $113,864 and $59 million. This was the second film in the series to not be number 1 in box office. The first film was the first film. It is Lionsgate's 10th highest grossing film in United States and Canada. Critical reception: the film The film received generally negative reviews for critics. The review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes reports an approval of 13%, based on 76 reviews, with a weighted average of 2.92 out of 10. The site's concerns reads, if its plot were interesting and torture devices or its violence less painful, then the performance is perhaps Saw 5 must not feel like it was running on fumes. Metacritic reported the film had a score of 20 out of 100 based on 13 reviews. Elizabeth Wiseman of New York Daily believed that the lack of Tobin Bell's Jigsaw character hurt the film. Bell's deliciously twisted madman was lifeline of the series, and without him, we're left watching a routine horror flick that might as well have to go straight to DVD. The series began with two major assets that set it apart: the concept of a brilliantly righteous extensioner and the actor who played him. Now, aside from Bell's brief, intimate cameos, and it has neither. So, whether the original Saw was diabolical fun, the fifth installment is bloodless and most unfortunate of Jigsaw's victims. Sam Adams of Los Angeles wrote this versus of the individual films, as almost besides the point, since it was hard to imagine why anyone would want to pick the third at the last state. But Saw 5 is particularly dull and discombobulated after affair, shot and acted with all the flares of basic cable procedurals or something like that. I don't even know. Can't even talk about this. Oh my god, this shit feast. Saw 4. Saw 5. What was this movie? Really, what was this? This was a waste of my time. A terrible movie. This is the worst movie in the whole franchise, in my opinion. I thought there could be way worse, but no, this was way worse. This was a diabolical waste of time. I seriously thought I could have fun with this movie. Well, that ain't gonna happen with me, sadly. It was a terrible movie. I hated it. I do not recommend this film to anyone who is like, oh yeah, I want to watch Saw 5. Don't watch it. Seriously, it could make your life better good if you just miss out on this film. It's not a good film. But if you're marathoning, well not marathoning, but like binge watching the whole series for Spiral from the Book of Saw, well then you're gonna have trouble watching this movie like I did. But yeah, for my score for Saw 5, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5 stars. Percentage, I'm gonna give it a 10%. Grade, I'm gonna give it a D. Well, surprisingly a D. And out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. Thank you for watching my review for Saw 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to my Pulp Fiction movie review, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 movie review, and Without Remorse movie review, and for May the 4th be with you, and Star Wars Day, I will be reviewing Star Wars The Bad Batch Episode 1. So yes, thanks for watching, take care. Please subscribe to my channel, be a big help. Thanks for watching, take care, peace.